Tonight at 5, Right to Life groups are calling for Wisconsin to once again ban abortions after Planned Parenthood started resuming procedures.
Plus, we have an update as Madison district schools continue to deal with school bus issues.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Tonight, local Right to Life groups are protesting abortions in Wisconsin.
It's been just over a week since Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin started offering the procedure again based on a judge's opinion of an 1849 law. Kyle Pozorski takes us inside what happened today. Kyle?
Pro-life groups, Wisconsin Right to Life, Wisconsin Family Action, and Pro-Life Wisconsin called on both Dane County and Milwaukee County district attorneys today to take action. They say it's about holding them accountable to their duties.
These two prosecutors took an oath of office.
Dan Miller of Pro-Life Wisconsin joining 5 others at the podium today, saying district attorneys from Dane and Milwaukee counties need to enforce the law.
We encourage the people of Milwaukee and Dane counties and all Wisconsinites to contact them and demand that they do so.
The issue stems from the 1849 law, which Dane County Judge Diane Shipler has said doesn't apply to consensual abortions. Instead, she says it applies to feticide. The groups today comparing the two DA's actions to those of Sheboygan County DA Joel Ormansky. He has said he will enforce the 1849 law.
He wasn't going to pick and choose. He wasn't going to put himself above the law. And so he has been enforcing the law, and Planned Parenthood has taken a pass on resuming abortions there.
Julaine Appling, president of Wisconsin Family Action, going on to say there is a stark difference.
We're pleased there are no abortions there, certainly. But we find it very interesting about the difference that the DA makes.
Last year, Dane County DA Ismail Ozane said he would use his discretion to not enforce, quote, archaic laws. Ozane telling me in an email statement today that his stance has not changed. Coming out of a committee hearing, I asked Madison Senator Kelda Royce if today's demands will have any effect.
I think that everybody gets a chance to express their point of view, whether I agree with it or not, and that's fine. But when it comes to making laws, the will of the people should be the law of the land, and you should not allow one small group of society to impose their will on everyone else.
Additionally, a representative from Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin told me today that they are following all applicable laws and that there is nothing to enforce.
Kyle, thank you. To weather now, a little rain this morning, one more day of rain, and then the sun will return. Here's Gary on the weather patio.
Yeah, and it's not going to be a continuous rain. In fact, it's not raining right now in the backyard, but certainly looks cloudy enough to produce some rain. And right now there are some showers and thunderstorms over southwestern Wisconsin. One cell just south of Mineral Point might be strong enough to produce some small hail. They'll be heading toward Livingston over the next few minutes. Otherwise, you can see the movement of these storms basically from southeast to northwest around an area of low pressure in Iowa. Most of the concentrated areas of showers and thunderstorms are south and west of Dodgeville, west of Darlington, but across the rest of southern Wisconsin, right now, not a lot of precipitation. We'll probably see some showers and isolated thunderstorms pop up from time to time. 6-hour future track radar does show some more showers and isolated thunderstorms developing at some point this evening. Current temperatures mainly in the 60s thanks to the cloud cover. Janesville still hanging on at 70, so's Kenosha. But here in Dane County, just about everybody in the 60s, including 67 degrees in Sauk City, 67 in Waunakee, and 67 degrees in Oregon. Look for mostly cloudy skies this evening. A few scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Temperatures dropping into the lower 60s by late evening, then those temperatures staying steady overnight. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include some fog as well as the showers, but we should clear out by the end of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. This year, the Madison School District transitioned to bus provider First Student, and so far the school year has seen some major delays for students getting to school.
Our Jalen Banks talked with the school district and First Student and got some answers for parents. Jalen?
This morning, I was able to speak to both groups, and they told me it's more than just growing pains in a new partnership. Both groups tell me the first issue at play here is a national bus driver shortage. Second, MMSD has changed what time school starts. Before, schools would start at 7:40, 8:40, or 9:30. Now it's just 7:40 and 8:40, meaning more kids need to be picked up at the same time, causing more issues for drivers. Finally, their third reason for issues, students now being picked up on the east side of Madison. Both organizations are asking parents for more patience as they work to get things sorted out.
We started this as a collaboration. We will continue this as a collaboration. When a team loses a game, it's not one person's fault. This is a community issue. It is not a First Student issue.
First Student strongly encourages anyone who may be interested to apply with the company so that they can tackle the driver shortage issues. Tonight at 6, I'm digging deeper into the issues I outlined above and how both First Student and the school district plans to solve the ongoing problems.
We will see you at 6, Jalen. Thank you. Dane County airport officials say a loaded handgun was found during a security screening this week. A TSA officer reportedly spotted the gun while using an X-ray machine to screen carry-on luggage. The gun was later given to Dane County Sheriff's deputies. This is the third time a firearm was found at the airport this year. Fines for violating firearm rules can reach up to $15,000. After an investigation, the Department of Defense determined that a prescribed burn did not cause the Arcadia wildfire that burned more than 3,000 acres near Fort McCoy this past spring. The official cause of the fire remains unclear, but they do know the fire started in or around McCredden's Pass. Investigators also ruled out lightning and troop training and operations. At least 4 buildings were damaged and some Monroe County residents were forced to evacuate.
Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin joins a growing list of lawmakers calling for New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez to resign. Prosecutors say Menendez took bribes, including cash and gold bars, in exchange for legislative influence. That includes pressuring the Department of Agriculture to protect an Egyptian business monopoly. Senator Menendez is pushing back, saying he believes he'll be exonerated. In a statement, Senator Baldwin called the charges against Senator Menendez, quote, deeply troubling, and his alleged actions, quote, breach the American people's trust and compromise his ability to effectively represent his constituents. Today, state Democrats introduced a new bill to address poverty and workforce shortages around Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Opportunity Act would direct much needed funding to critical programs that not only alleviate the effects of poverty, but also help connect Wisconsinites to the resources they need to re-enter the workforce. The bill also addresses workforce development, transportation priorities, and housing issues.
It's not just housing and homelessness. It's not just food insecurity. It is transportation. It is health and mental health. It is access to education. It's access not just to jobs, but to good family supporting living wages. It is skills training.
Supporters say the bill will target the most harmful consequences of poverty in Wisconsin and will provide the support that citizens need to break from that cycle.
Transplant specialists at UW-Madison have developed a new approach to help people who might need a kidney transplant.
Our Catherine Merck spoke to the experts about their discovery and the importance of their work here in Wisconsin. Catherine?
The professor I spoke with said the kind of care they deal with in these situations of a kidney transplant is life-saving. With their new methods, it could also save you or your loved ones from some of the more difficult parts of these surgeries.
Our mission is more than just doing transplants. It's to do transplants in a way that will alter the future of transplants.
A research team led by Dixon Kaufman is making a notable shift in its approach to kidney care. A large emphasis in the work developed at the University of Wisconsin is aimed to perform these surgeries with very little anti-rejection medicine.
Those medicines are costly. They suppress the immune system. They have a lot of side effects, but they are miracle drugs and make transplantation possible.
The experimental transplant that led to this approach came from matching monkeys at the Wisconsin National Primate Research Center. Through their work, they found out their methods with the monkeys could resemble human transplants.
Very few universities reach a level of sophistication and credibility to be able to do that.
In a 2021 study, the estimated number of organ transplants worldwide was more than 144,000. Almost 2/3 of those were kidney transplants. This makes this effort developed right in Madison even more notable both in the state and across the country.
We see down the road that this is going to help a lot of people.
The professor told me this type of work speaks to the importance of organ donation and how it can save lives. This research was supported by grants from the National Institute of Health.
Catherine, thank you. There are now only about 4 days left to go for lawmakers to pass a spending bill to avoid a government shutdown. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy plans to bring 4 of the 12 appropriations bills to the House floor for a vote tonight, but far-right Republicans have blocked previous previous attempts to even begin debates. The House bills contain deep spending cuts, but the Democratic-controlled Senate is not likely to approve them. Senators are debating whether to include more funding for Ukraine as part of the short-term continuing resolution, but that is less popular in the House. Now, if a shutdown happens, many federal operations and services will stop, but one thing that won't is Social Security payments. The government says more than 66.7 million Americans were receiving Social Security checks as of August. Social Security payments can continue because they are mandatory spending and the money comes from a trust fund. Disability payments will also continue.
Coming up, when will the sun return? Gary has our complete forecast.
Plus, President Biden joins auto workers on the picket line in Michigan as the strike reaches day 12.
And yet another bumpy day in Wall Street. The Dow tumbling 388 even. The NASDAQ falls 208. S&P 500 down 64. We'll be right back.
Join Stoughton Health's Dr. Aaron Schwab on October 5th to learn about simple outpatient treatments that can alleviate varicose or spider veins. To register for the free educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
At Revamp, we transform your old beat-up concrete from this to this in one day. We grind down the concrete to open up the pores for a perfect bond. Then we repair all cracks and apply our base coat and chip and seal it with our polyaspartic top coat that will never chip, peel, or discolor. On top of all that, our coatings are ridiculously easy to clean and covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty. And right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating from any of our Revamp brands, you get a $60 Visa gift card, plus either 60% off the installation or 60-month no-interest financing. And when you call during this program, you'll also get up to 10 carbon fiber concrete stitches free, which help reinforce cracks and stop them from spreading. A $350 value for free.
South Central Wisconsin homeowners, pick up the phone. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
I'm Darrell Hall of Hall Farms, and this is my John Deere. We farm 1,700 acres of crop ground, and then we also have purebred breeding sheep. We've dealt with Sloan since 1980, and what I think is really makes them stand out is the person-to-person contact, and it seems like they're always on top of their business to the finest detail. And that just amazes me, and I think that's why Sloan's is so impressive to us farmers, and this is why I think of Sloan's first.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Join Stoughton Health's Dr. Aaron Schwab on October 5th to learn about simple outpatient treatments that can alleviate varicose or spider veins. To register for the free educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Will Keneally sits down with former Speaker of the House Paul Ryan. Hear his thoughts about the Republican presidential race.
And more complaints against Madison Metropolitan School District's transportation. We share the district and busing company's response tonight at 6.
He was last seen fleeing from a traffic stop in Rock County. Months later, his body was discovered in an abandoned home miles away. What happened to Christopher Miller? News 3 Now probes for answers in an exclusive discussion with the Rock County Sheriff's Office.
Thursday at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Former Wisconsin Congressman, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan spoke at UW-Madison today.
Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with Ryan for a one-on-one interview. Will, what did you learn?
Well, it was a wide-ranging interview. We talked about a lot, including the ongoing budget negotiations federally. Former Speaker Ryan says that he does think that we'll reach some kind of agreement at some point, although he is not ruling out the possibility of a government shutdown later this weekend. He, of course, kind of from his former speakership, was one of those people who had to kind of be at the crossroads of all of these, the more liberal side, especially in the Senate, now controlled by Democrats, and a very conservative bloc of Republicans over on the House side, trying to kind of hold those coalitions together. Also talked about presidential politics. Obviously, we have that upcoming GOP debate tomorrow. He's one of those people, he's one of those Republicans that says we want anybody but Trump to be our standard bearer going forward into next year's election. He thinks that once the field will kind of winnow down, kind of with some of these early states, Iowa, New Hampshire, that we'll see another candidate besides Trump kind of emerge from the top. We asked him what kind of advice that he would give to those candidates. He says he's all friends with them. Gave us a little bit of a teaser, and we'll have that coming on later tonight, as well as this Sunday on For the Record. We'll air a bigger chunk of our interview. And as you can see, we're already starting to see a line form here at the Memorial Union for this event with Speaker Ryan. But for now, reporting in Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, Will, thank you very much. Well, next at 5, healthcare workers face a higher risk of suicide than other careers. That's according to a study out today in the journal JAMA. It shows they're about 7% more likely to take their own lives. Registered nurses, support workers, and technicians are especially vulnerable. One of the study's authors says it highlights the need for better mental health services in the healthcare profession. The U.S. government working to restore sweeping regulations for high-speed internet providers. Under the proposed rules, the FCC would designate internet service as, quote, essential communications. That would ban internet service providers from blocking or slowing down access to websites and online content. The rule would also prevent ISPs from selectively speeding up service to favored websites or for those who pay extra fees. The agency will reportedly vote on whether to advance the rules for public feedback. That'll come on October 19th. The second Republican debate set for next Wednesday at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California. Still no Donald Trump. He said he'll skip the debate and give a speech in Detroit instead. So the 7 who made the cut: Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Tim Scott, Vivek Ramaswamy, Mike Pence, Chris Christie, and Doug Burgum. Asa Hutchinson missed the polling requirement.
President Biden made history in Michigan today by walking a picket line with striking auto workers. Laura Aguirre tells us it's the first time a sitting president has ever done so.
It's a picket line show of solidarity called the first ever of its kind by a sitting president.
Wall Street didn't build the country, the middle class built the country. Unions built the middle class. You deserve what you've earned, and you've earned a hell of a lot more than you're getting paid now. Thank you very much.
President Joe Biden also working to slow dropping poll numbers as a government shutdown deadline looms in Washington. The White House is clear, however, on the scope of the president's visit.
We are not involved in negotiations. That is something for them to decide what is going to work for the parties that are involved.
At stake, the United Auto Workers' powerful backing for the 2024 presidential election. Former President Donald Trump heads to Detroit Wednesday to address current and former union members. Workers say they are focused on getting their fair share of record auto company profits.
Coming in 2010, we, of course, didn't have any pension after bankruptcy and everything. So I would really like to see that cost of living is tremendously high right now.
The U.S. economy is estimated to lose billions of dollars before a labor agreement is reached, and those costs are expected to roll downhill to customers.
They're paying more for labor. They're paying more for, for building the car. The price of the car goes up.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Former President Donald Trump will skip tomorrow's second Republican presidential primary debate in California in order to deliver a speech of his own in Detroit.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now with a look at our first warn forecast, and there's some stuff on the radar there, Gary.
Some stuff, yes. Showers, some isolated thunderstorms. This cell might have been producing some small hail just west of Dodgeville, right along Highway 18 here. But you can see the movement is back toward the northwest around an area of low pressure in eastern Iowa. So these storms will be in Castle Rock by about 5:30 and eventually move into areas closer to Boscobel by about 5:45. But you can see there's not a lot of lightning, just a few flashes here and there, but notice the general movement again back toward the north and west. Most of the rain right now is concentrated over southwestern Wisconsin, west of Dodgeville, west of Darlington. Platteville seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Lancaster getting a couple of rounds. Prairie du Chien thunderstorm heading toward you, whereas Dane County right now is pretty much free of precipitation. direction. One batch has moved out and others moved up to the north, but a little wider radar perspective shows really not much happening east of Madison. But as this low pressure system draws closer, we'll probably see more showers and storms pop up. So 6-hour future track radar shows some development across northern Illinois and eastern Wisconsin. And again, everything comes back toward the west around that area of low pressure. But southwestern Wisconsin has seen some heavy rainfall over the last couple of days. These are Doppler radar rainfall estimates near Boscobel over toward Richwood, south and west of Richland Center. Maybe as much as 4 to 6 inches of rain over the last couple of days. Also some heavy rain totals over southwestern Dane County near the town of Perry, south of Mount Horeb and southwest of Verona, into parts of northern Greene County, just south of Belleville over toward New Glarus, and then back between Mineral Point and Hollandale, maybe as much as 2 to 3 inches of rain over the last 48 hours. But most of southern Wisconsin has got a pretty healthy soaking, about an inch to an inch and a half of rain generally. Here at the station, I measured 1.25 inches. That's as of 1 o'clock, not counting any rain that's fallen since then. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Showers will continue through tomorrow, actually probably tomorrow evening, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms this evening, but the coverage not as widespread as yesterday or last night. Some fog also a possibility tonight and tomorrow night as the moisture starts to add to the air as temperatures cool down, but will dry out and warm up as we head toward the weekend and into early next week. High temperatures will be around 80 from Sunday through Tuesday, but will be dry from Thursday probably through Wednesday of next week. Planning your night, look for those scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, again kind of developing from south to north through the evening hours. Then as we get beyond midnight, notice the temperature staying nearly steady. That means fog will probably form, just a few scattered showers that will continue into early tomorrow morning, and then maybe another batch of showers developing, but probably not amounting to too much. And then high temperatures tomorrow in the upper 60s. Rainfall amounts about a 1/2 inch west of Dane County, 1/4 to 1/2 inch east of Dane County, but any areas that get a heavier thunderstorm could see more than that. Planning your night across southern Wisconsin, low 59 in Camp Douglas, 62 Lone Rock, and 62 in Monroe. Across Dane County, 62 in Madison, 63 in Sun Prairie, 62 in Deerfield. But those temperatures will hold nearly steady overnight. Then tomorrow, look for a high of 68 with cloudy skies and those scattered showers in Madison. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast, up to 71 on Thursday with more sunshine in the afternoon. Then lots of sunshine and a warm up, going from 74 on Friday to around 80 by early next week. Upper 70s on Wednesday, maybe a thunderstorm chance Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Temperatures a little cooler toward the end of next week, but still right around normal for this time of year. As we check out first warn traffic right now, things looking pretty good right now on the interstate systems north of Dane County. Here in Dane County, the Beltline in good shape, travel about 15 minutes either direction between University Avenue and the interstate. Sun Prairie to downtown, a quick 16 minutes today, inbound on East Washington Avenue. That same trip outbound will take you 18 minutes. US 12 Middle into Sauk City is 16 minutes today, and the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 takes you 23 minutes. That's your news for now, first warn traffic.
Doctors expect another COVID surge this winter. Next at 5, what you can do to get free test kits and the latest vaccine.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Get 11% off at Menards and add style and function to your home, where the perfect fixture can spotlight your newfound skills in the kitchen, where the right pendant takes daily dinner from basic to brilliant, and where your decorating choices are all of a sudden illuminated. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting becomes a reflection of your personal style. Pick up this Brooklyn pendant light for only $59.98 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Just know that we're always there.
Dean Health Plan by Medica, right here with you.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes, everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Medical experts say now is the time to get the updated COVID-19 vaccine before you gather with friends and family during the holidays.
Michael George tells us the shots are available for free, and so are some test kits.
Ahead of an expected winter surge of COVID-19, the White House has turned covidtest.gov back on, allowing Americans to have 4 free test kits delivered to their door.
The government wants to make sure every household has tests on hand.
CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder says the tests will help keep the most vulnerable safe throughout the holiday season.
It's a risk for grandma and grandpa. We just want to make sure that people know if they have COVID and might be infectious.
The late summer surge has slowed for now. New data from the CDC shows there were 19,000 hospitalizations in the week ending September 16th. That's down 4% from the previous week. Another free way to limit the virus's spread, the updated vaccines from Moderna and Pfizer, which are available at no cost.
I don't know how it can affect others.
Ada Chang says she's getting the vaccine to protect those around her.
Especially with little kids in the family, I would definitely get it.
There are some reports that people with insurance are being charged for the vaccine. Dr. Gounder says it's a billing issue still being ironed out, and people may just need to submit their bill to their insurance company for a reimbursement. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And if you have an expired COVID test, don't throw it out.
The FDA extended the expiration dates on a number of different test brands, lengthening shelf lives for up to 2 years. We're back. Final check of the First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Join Stoughton Health's Dr. Aaron Schwab on October 5th to learn about simple outpatient treatments that can alleviate varicose or spider veins. To register for the free educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Just look at them. State-of-the-art Honda hybrids, making ecological art out of any conditions they encounter. Rugged, dependable, stylish performance with fuel efficiency and low emissions that'll make a tree hugger blush. What's this phenomenon you're witnessing? It's the future, today. Electrified driving built for Wisconsin. Get your Honda hybrid now at your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer. Honda gets Wisconsin.
People always ask me, Kevin, what does being the CEO of Cashbacking mean to you? The way that I see it, if you're buying it, flying it, or whining and dining it, then you gotta be cashbacking it. Come on now. Earn big with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
Here's why you should make your next roof a metal roof from Sweeto Metal Roofing. We specialize in residential metal roofing, so you can be sure your new metal roof will look beautiful. And not only will it look beautiful when it's new,
your maintenance-free Sweeto Metal roof will look great for decades to come,
with no need for expensive upkeep or repairs.
Best of all, when you call Sweeto Metal Roofing, you'll speak directly with Mike and Mary Sweeto. So make your next roof
a metal roof
from Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio Enclosures.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today. We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress.
Join Stoughton Health's Dr. Aaron Schwab on October 5th to learn about simple outpatient treatments that can alleviate varicose or spider veins. To register for the free educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Americans along the Mississippi River at risk of losing clean drinking water, how the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is stepping in to help. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And after that, why a popular children's book is being recalled. We'll have that story and more tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
And Gary's back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, lots of clouds out there. The live view from the WISC-TV sky cam shows a little sunshine on the horizon, but also a shower looking to the south and west. Platteville Queen Radio sky cam pretty well socked in with cloud cover and some showers in the area. In fact, a little heavier thunderstorm just to the south, just to the west of Darlington, moving back toward the north and west. That will be moving toward just southwest of Mineral Point over the next half hour. But most of the showers and storms are over southwestern Wisconsin. Very little east of Madison, but 6-hour future track radar shows more showers and storms popping up. So those areas that aren't seeing any rain, probably see some later on this evening.
And we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.